And a very good evening. Welcome to Grizzly Volleyball action here on OzarkRadioNews.com. I'm Big Jim, your host for this evening's activities, and we're getting ready for this matchup of the Missouri State University West Plains Grizzlies taking on Jefferson College. The Grizzlies have been on quite a roll over the past few weeks. They went 4-0 at their most recent outing. I was looking at their record leading up into the game tonight, and look at some of the teams that they defeated, including this past Saturday, Pratt Community College, Butler Community College, Mineral Area College, Indian Hills Community College. That was this past weekend. That was 4 straight. They beat East Central College. There's 5. New Mexico Military Institute. That's 6. Trinity Valley Community College. That's 7. Hutchinson Community College, and that's 8. 8 in a row. The last time the Grizzlies fell was against Iowa Western Community College right here at the West Plains Civic Center on February 5th. Since that matchup, since they went 2-0 at the Grizzly Invitational, they have been on a roll. And that leads us here tonight for them to take on the Jefferson Vikings. Now, this is a very big, important matchup in Region 16 action. Now, Jefferson was here during the Grizzly Invitational, but these teams did not meet each other. And from my looking over the schedule, they haven't met each other yet this season. So this will be a first matchup between Jefferson College and the Grizzlies. And we'll have another matchup between Jefferson and the Grizzlies at Jefferson coming up on March the 12th. Again, thank you for joining us here this evening on OzarkRadioNews.com as we live video stream this event. Looking forward to it here from the West Plains Civic Center up on the second level. Looking down on the court right now, Jefferson on the left, the Grizzlies on the right. And we are ready to get into play. Both teams are wearing blue, and that's going to be slightly difficult on the on you, the viewer. But with COVID regulations in play right now, the Grizzlies will remain on the right side throughout the entire match. At least that's what they have been doing thus far. So here we go, ready for some volleyball action from the Joe Paul Evans Arena. I'm Big Jim, and we are ready to get underway for this matchup tonight. It has been quite a while since we've seen the Grizzlies play here at home. Again, that was the Grizzly Invitational back at the beginning of the month, about 2.5 weeks ago, to actually be completely with you. And we're ready to go with tonight's matchup. So we'll see who has the opening serve for Jefferson as the Grizzly players get themselves all organized and ready to go. Looking forward to this matchup. It's been a few weeks. And they're going to check the rosters real quick, so let's let them check the rosters. While they do that, we'll thank some of our sponsors tonight, including Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply. Also, thank you to Ozarks Healthcare, Missouri State University, West Plains, and Holiday Inn Express and Suites. Looks like number 4 for Jefferson. That is Simona Georgieva. The sophomore, or the freshman from Bulgaria, will have the opening serve for the matchup, and we are ready to go with the matchup. Here we go. Ball is up, moving through. Grizzlies now bring it to the near side, going up to the net from the 10-foot line. They push it over. It looks like it's going to go out of bounds on that shot. So Jefferson will continue service. Again, we're playing best of 5, playing to 25 through set 4, then to 15. Ball is up in the air. Grizzlies at the net. Here's the setup and the attack. Jefferson moving to the 4 side. They'll slide it through, and Jefferson's going to get a 2-0 lead to start things off. And we're waiting on the serve once again from Jefferson. Ball goes over. Here is the setup by Campana. Now back over. Jefferson moving it around. At the net, cross. Grizzlies dig it out. Here comes the attack right past the 10-foot line by number 20, Hardison. And Jefferson is up by 3. So Vikings leading by 3 here in set number 1. There's the serve. Ball is up. Grizzlies moving around. There's the setup. Here comes the attack. And dug out by Jefferson. Now sent back over. Grizzlies move around. Here's the setup. Sent back over flying. Dug out again by Jefferson. And Jefferson going to bring it back over. Grizzlies going to be at the net. Ball gets tied up into the net. Point will go to Jefferson. So Jefferson comes out to a 4-0 lead here in set number 1. I don't see Coach Wiedemann letting this go on too much longer before calling a timeout. Ball is up and into the net on that serve. So Missouri State University West Plains will take the free point. Back to serve now for the Grizzlies is number 12, Meju Lorero. Ball clears the net on the serve. Jefferson going to set up at the net here on the near side. Big swing. Dug out. Grizzlies going to attack in now on the near side. Playing to the far side. Jefferson with the attacks will go off of Lorero and go out. So Jefferson comes out to a 4-point lead here in set number 1. Grizzlies 1, Jefferson 5. There's the serve. Ball is set up, and here comes the attack. Dug out by Jefferson. Grizzlies are ranked number 10th, number 10 in the country after this week's poll. Back to serve now for the Grizzlies, number 4, Manuela Bibinabi. She'll have the serve. Ball is up, clears the net. Now moved across by Jefferson, back over to the Grizzly side. Grizzlies going to dig it out. Here comes the attack. And out of bounds from Jefferson. Point for the Grizzlies. Okay, Grizzlies with a serve. Ball is up, and that serve's going to go out of bounds, so a free point for Jefferson. 3-6 the score. We were here just last night watching the Grizzlies in action against Mineral Area. Quite a high energy game. I just wish it would have turned out in the Grizzlies' favor. Of course, tonight we've got West Plains Isser boys action, also live video streaming tonight from the West Plains High School. The actual game should be coming online here in just a little bit. And here we are at the West Plains Civic Center with Grizzly volleyball. Ball is on the line there, so point for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies trail by half right now. It's 3-6 here in set number 1. Folks still kind of filing in here for the matchup. Back to serve for Jefferson is number 7. That's Bostal, the sophomore from Argentina. There's the Grizzlies with the attack, and points for the Grizzlies. So Grizzlies will continue the serve. Ashton Wildermuth from Willard, Missouri, serving the freshman 5'7" setter. Ball comes back up. Grizzlies get back to it now. Pushed back. Here comes the attack by number 18 from the Grizzlies. So 5-7 going to be the score. As I said during the Grizzly Invitational, it's different to see two different setters for this Grizzly team. Both sophomore setter number 8, Julieta Campana from Argentina, and number 2, Ashton Wildermuth. Grizzlies keeping it in the realm here, 5-7. 5-8 is the score. And thank you to our sponsors, Holiday Inn Express and Suites, voted number 1 in guest satisfaction. Also, Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply. Grizzlies get ready to serve. 6-8 the score. Also thank you to Ozarks Healthcare. Ball goes in the net on that serve by number 6, Nicholson. And Missouri State University West Plains. Grizzlies move the ball around. It's got blocked there. We get a touch. Nope, no touch called on that one. So Grizzlies will have the ball in the serve, 7-10 right now. Grizzlies trailing by 3 here in set number 1. Ball is up. Jefferson moving it, goes to the back. It's going to be in on the back corner. Point for Jefferson. Jeffco leading this matchup by 3 right now here in set number 1. Still very early. Here comes the serve by Jeffco. Grizzlies get underneath it, moving it forward now. Pass back over now to Jefferson. Jefferson going to take it to the far side. The attack. Past the blockers. Dug out. Getting set up on the near side for the attack. Tips the fingers of the blockers from Jefferson. Now being moved forward. Going to try it again. This time it works. Off the hands of number 6 and goes out of bounds. Point for Jefferson. Making it 11-7. Grizzlies trailing by 4 here in set number 1. Ball is up, and that serve's going to go out of bounds. Grizzlies within 4 right now. Waiting on the scoreboard to update. Okay, Grizzlies are going to have the serve. Serving it is number 8, Julieta Campana from Argentina. Campana. I'm sure I'm saying that name wrong, and I apologize. Grizzlies, big old swing, but it's going to go out of bounds. Point for Jeffco. Of course, this Grizzly team led by Paula Wiedemann, head coach and athletic director from Missouri State University West Plains. Assistant coach for the first season, Susanna Kelly, former Grizzly standout, and of course the athletic director for her 18th season is Carrie Elrod. Grizzlies got a point there. Here we go, waiting on the serve from the Grizzlies. Ball is up, clears the net, now being moved forward. Jefferson to the far side. Here comes the attack. Grizzlies up the block. It's going to hit the floor on the Grizzlies side. Point for Jeffco. Big swing there. Nice setup by number 8, setter Campana, and number 4, Benaby, taking it out. Ten to 14 the score here, getting towards the midpoint of set number 1. Ball being moved now. Jeffco gets underneath it, going to push to the far side. The attack, Grizzlies go for the block, goes off their hands of number 20. It's Hardison, and number 1, Watkins. It goes out. Point will go to Jeffco. 10 to 15 the score. Grizzly getting underneath it there, setting it up on the far side. Here comes the attack. That tip to fingers, that kick by number 4, and it's a go point for the Grizzlies. Rotation going to happening. Okay, Grizzlies have the serve. Here we go. Ball clears the net. Being moved now by Jeffco. Jeffco to the near side. The attack. Blockers get it, but it gets in the net, tied up. Point will go to Jeffco. Grizzlies still hanging in there in this set, 12-16 right now, just trailing by 4, and that can turn very, very quickly. Back to serve now for Jeffco is number 9. That is Taylor Duncan, setter for the team, freshman from Imperial, Missouri. Ball is up now. Grizzlies get underneath it. Here comes the attack on the far side. Points for the Grizzlies, 13-16. Grizzlies move it around and attacking on the near side. Tip the fingers. Point for the Grizzlies, making it 14-16. Okay, waiting on the serve from the Grizzlies. Serving it is number 6. That is... That was Amani Nicholson from Mobile, Alabama. Score 14-16. Sure, that's going to update here in just a moment. (14-17). Vikings have the serve, and they're going to get an ace on that serve as ball came forward right to the floor. So, point will go to the Vikings. A timeout is being called. We'll take one as well and be back in just a moment here on OzarkRadioNews.com.
Is their top priority every day. That's why they're the top-rated Holiday Inn Express and Suite location for customer satisfaction, not just in America, but the world. For the 3rd year in a row, they meet and exceed your expectations with everything you need, with a pool and exercise facility, spacious, comfortable lobby, and rooms offering comfort and relaxation. And after a restful night, you can start your day with a breakfast that's second to none. Make your reservation by calling 256-3000. Stay with the best. Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 1301 Preacher Row Boulevard, West Plains.
I chose Missouri State University West Plains because I was able to get a quality education by having more one-on-one time with my professors.
Missouri State University West Plains offers opportunities for everyone, wherever you are in life.
I experienced so many amazing opportunities for travel, involvement, leadership, and growth. I couldn't have made a better decision for my first 2 years of college.
The education you need for the life you want is waiting for you at Missouri State University West Plains. New beginnings and endless possibilities.
And we're back for more volleyball action here on OzarkRadioNews.com. We're doing it a little bit differently tonight. Normally, we're on a radio broadcast that we also bring online with our video. This time, we are just doing online exclusive. So kind of a fun change up. We did a few games about 2 years ago this way. 14-19 the score. Jeffco is currently leading. Grizzlies will get a point there, making it 15-19. Still set number 1, sitting here at 6:50 on this Tuesday night. Ball being moved now by Jeffco, blocked by the Grizzlies. Going to try to get it center. Grizzlies get underneath it. Going to attack here on the near side. Big swing. Do we get a touch? We got a touch called. Point will go to the Grizzlies, 16-19. Okay, here comes the serve once again from the Grizzlies. Ball is up, clears the net. Jeffco moving around at center. Ball tipped up, dug out. Grizzlies going to send it back over to Vikings side. Vikings attacking from center. Ball's going to go out of bounds. No touch call. Point will go to the Grizzlies. Grizzlies clawing back, 17-19. Once again, serving for the Grizzlies, number 13, Lauren Weber. And another timeout is going to be called, so we'll take a timeout as well and be back in just a minute here on OzarkRadioNews.com.
I chose Missouri State University West Plains because I was able to get a quality education by having more one-on-one time with my professors.
Missouri State University West Plains offers opportunities for everyone, wherever you are in life.
I experienced so many amazing opportunities for travel, involvement, leadership, and growth. I couldn't make a decision for my first 2 years of college.
The education you need for the life you want is waiting for you at Missouri State University West Plains. New beginnings and endless possibilities.
If you have a fever, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle aches, headache, loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or diarrhea, or have been exposed to someone who has tested positive for COVID-19, call the Ozarks Healthcare COVID-19 hotline at 417-505-7120 from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and a provider will determine if you need testing. Choose Ozarks Healthcare, where they are focused on your health.
First Feed Farm Supply, we have.
And welcome back to volleyball action here on OzarkRadioNews.com. 18-19. The score, probably should change that to 19-19 here near the end of set number 1. And we're waiting on the serve from the Grizzlies. Okay, ball being moved around. I still see 18-19 on the scoreboard, so we'll say that's going to be where it's going to stay at. Double hit called on Jeffco, so we're tied 19 all. Maybe. Grizzlies with the serve. Ball up, clears the net. Here we go. Set up by Jeffco. Here comes the attack on the far side. Grizzlies get up the blockers, get it, but they get a spin on it. Try to dig it out, but can't quite get there. So it's going to be 19-20 with Jeffco leading by 1. Okay, ball being moved around by the Grizzlies. Here comes the attack to get it out of bounds. Okay, Jeffco has the serve, 19-21 is what we have on the scoreboard as they've updated. And Grizzlies going to go with the attack, trying to pull out here in set number 1, get that early advantage in the matchup. That's going to go out of bounds. So we are waiting on the Grizzlies for their serve. Serving is number 8, Julieta Campana. Ball is up. Here we go. Moving forward. Comes the attack at center. Grizzlies up there to block. They dig it out. Nope. Point for the Grizzlies. 20-21. That ball's going to go out of bounds. So Grizzlies will have the serve. Again, it's Campana having the serve. Grizzlies are up by 1 now. We're playing to 25 here in set number 1. Grizzlies with the block. Is it going to go out of bounds? I got a touch called, out of bounds called. Okay, and Jeffco going to have the serve. We're tied 22 all here near the end of set number 1. Coming up on 7 o'clock. Off it from 13. Weber didn't really get underneath. Ends up shooting it out, and a timeout is going to be called by the Grizzlies as we are here near the end of set number 1. So we'll take a timeout as well and come back with more volleyball action right here on OzarkRadioNews.com.
HirschEquipment.com. This is a game changer for anyone looking for equipment. That's because all of Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply's equipment inventory is now listed on one site. You can find tractors, lawn equipment, trailers, livestock equipment, pre-owned inventory, and more. Get what you need today with the help of HirschEquipment.com.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply since 1974. Purge Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
Welcome back to volleyball action here on OzarkRadioNews.com. Again, thank you for joining us tonight for college volleyball action. It's the 10th ranked Missouri State University West Plains Grizzlies taking on Jefferson College. Right now, Jefferson College leading by 1 here near the end of set number 1. Here comes the serve from Jeffco. Grizzlies getting underneath it, going to attack on the far side, blocked. And again, going to try it. Gets past the blockers. Dug back out by Jeffco. Going to attack on the near side. Grizzlies moving it around. Here comes a swing. It's a catch top of the net. Now come back. Grizzlies dig it out. Going to go to the far side. Block again. Going to set it up and moves its way through. Point will go to the Grizzlies, keeping us tied up at 23 all. All here in set number 1. Which team will have momentum going through the rest of this match? And it's Jefferson getting the point. So 23-24. Jefferson needs 1 here in set number 1. Serving for Jefferson, number 1, Mariah. Ball goes up, move back over. Point will go to the Grizzlies. So now it's tied, 24 all. So at this point now, you have to win by 2. Here comes the serve. Ball is up, clears the net. Jeffco gets underneath. We're going to attack at center. Grizzlies go for the block. Jeffco's going to pull out the point. Making it 25-24. Jeffco going to try to go for the win. Back to serve number 7 for Jefferson College, Bostel. Here's the attack from the Grizzlies. Ball goes up, way in the call. Point for the Grizzlies, so we're tied 25 all here in set number 1. So we are at the point of having to win by 2. See several members of the Grizzly basketball team come out to support the Grizzly volleyball team. Again, they had an excellent game last night. It's too bad it did not go their way. I mean, we were talking about a fast pace, high energy, loads of three-pointers. Both teams got over 100 points. If you haven't come out and seen the Grizzlies play this season, you're definitely missing out. Okay, we are checking scores now to make sure everything is accurate. Apparently, Missouri State University West Plains has 199 points. Okay, we're getting it figured out. Okay, so we're tied 25 all. They got 199, we just go home, right? Isn't that how that works? Okay, for the Grizzlies, up to serve is number 2, Wildermuth. Very important time of the game, and it looks like we're taking a quick official moment as they are updating each other on what is currently happening. So it's all about momentum. Who is going to go into set number 2 with the momentum, knowing, they only have to win 2. We're waiting to find that out right now. Grizzlies will have the serve. Again, Wildermuth from Willard, Missouri, the freshman center. Ball is up. Jeffco gets underneath. They're going to attack on the near side. Nobody there for the Grizzlies. Point to Jeffco. It's not over with yet, though. 26-25 now is the score. You have to win by 2. So here at the end of set number 1, the Grizzlies cannot make any mistakes. Back to serve for Jeffco is number 9, Taylor Duncan, freshman center. Ball is up. It clears the net. Grizzlies get underneath it. There's the setup and the attack. And that'll do it. 26-26. 26-26 the score right now. Grizzlies have the serve. Serving for the Grizzlies, number 6. Serve is good, and that's going to do it. Making it 27. 27-26. 1 point is all the Grizzlies need. They take this little advantage here. I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors, including Ozarks Healthcare, also Missouri State University West Plains. Thank you to Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply and Holiday Inn. So thank you all for making our coverage of Grizzly sports possible, both online and on the air as well. It's a very busy week when it comes to live streaming events. We'll get a break tomorrow as the Grizzlies will be on the road, I believe. I'll double check that one. And, of course, then we have got coming up more West Plains Desert Boys activity as well. 27-26 right now, the score. Grizzlies are up by 1. They need one more to take a one-set lead here in this matchup. Here's the serve. Ball is up. Attacked by Jefferson. Jefferson gets by. 27 all. $27-all is the score. Jefferson has the serve. You have to win by 2. Ball is up. Clears the net. Grizzlies at the net. Here's the setup and the attack on the near side. Blocked. So Grizzlies now lead by 1. 28-27. Here's the serve. Ball is up. Clears the net. Now Grizzlies on the defense. Pushing forward. Here's the setup. Grizzlies need the point to win this set. Ball's going to go back. Jeffco moves it forward. And there we go. Got a double hit called on Jeffco. Grizzlies will win set number 1, 29-27. So Grizzlies win set number 1, 29-27. And we get ready for set number 2. Again, congratulations to the Grizzlies on winning set number 1. We'll be back in just a moment with set number 2 here at .com.
At Holiday Inn Express and Suites in West Plains, your comfort and satisfaction is their top priority every day. That's why they're the top-rated Holiday Inn Express and Suite location for customer satisfaction, not just in America, but the world, for the 3rd year in a row. They meet and exceed your expectations with everything you need, with a pool and exercise facility, spacious, comfortable lobby, and rooms offering comfort and relaxation. And after a restful night, you can start your day with a breakfast that's second to none. Make your reservation by calling 256-3000. Stay with the best. Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 1301 Preacher Road Boulevard, West Plains.
I chose Missouri State University West Plains because I was able to get a quality education by having more one-on-one time with my professors.
Missouri State University West Plains offers opportunities for everyone, wherever you are in life.
I experienced so many amazing opportunities for travel, involvement, leadership, and growth. I couldn't have made a better decision for my first 2 years of college.
The education you need for the life you want is waiting for you at Missouri State University West Plains. New beginnings and endless possibilities.
If you have a fever, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle aches, headache, loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or diarrhea, or have been exposed to someone who has tested positive for COVID-19, call the Ozarks Healthcare COVID-19 hotline at 417-505-7120 from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and a provider will determine if you need testing. Choose Ozarks Healthcare, where they are focused on your health.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
HirschEquipment.com. This is a game changer for anyone looking for equipment. That's because all of Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply's equipment inventory is now listed on one site. You can find tractors, lawn equipment, trailers, livestock equipment, pre-owned inventory, and more. Get what you need today with the help of HirschEquipment.com.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply since 1974. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
And welcome back to volleyball action here on OzarkRadioNews.com. Big Jim with you this evening over at the West Plains Civic Center. We're getting ready for set number 2 after the Grizzlies won in a comeback 29-27 in set number 1. We're playing best of 5. So Grizzlies with the early advantage in this Region 16 contest. Of course, they will once again face Jefferson a little bit later on in their schedule. We'll take a look at their schedule here in just a moment as well. For the upcoming games, including upcoming games. We've got a home game on March 2nd versus Mineral Area College at 6:30. March 9th versus St. Louis Community College. March 12th at Jefferson College in a rematch of tonight's matchup. March 16th will be at Mineral Area. So those games are all upcoming. And again, you'll be able to catch them online at OzarkRadioNews.com. Again, that next game for us here will be on March 2nd, a home game versus Mineral Area College at 6:30 right here at the West Plains Civic Center Arena, the Joe Paul Evans Arena. Grizzlies have the serve here in set number 2 to start things off. Jefferson going to attack on the far side, going to get tied up by the blockers. Point will go to Jeffco to start things off. So 0-1 with Jeffco taking the early lead. And it'll be Vanessa Morara from Brazil with the serve. Now, during a traditional season, what would happen is every set the teams would change sides of the court. But again, with COVID protocol in place, of course, you see everybody on screen wearing masks. Also, they're required to stay on the same side of the court throughout the matchup. 1-1 the score. Here's the serve by the Grizzlies, tied 1-all. Here's the setup. Now back over. And we get a point for Jeffco. Here's the serve by Jeffco. Grizzlies getting underneath. Here's the setup and the attack. Big swing for the Grizzlies by number 20. That is Angela Hardison from Houston, Texas. Point will go to the Grizzlies. It looks like right now we are tied 2-all here in set number 2. Serving for the Grizzlies now will be Manuel Bibitabi. Ball is up. Clears the net now. Grizzlies on the defense, preparing for it. No, point will go to the Grizzlies as Jeffco can't get it back over. 3-2 right now. Grizzlies are up by 1. Last match the Grizzlies lost was actually in this building during the Grizzly Invitational. Ball will be out of bounds on the Grizzlies as it hits the antenna, the pole there. Three to 2 the score right now. Taking a look at our broadcast schedule coming up. It's still very busy next 2 weeks with both basketball and volleyball. Going to be here at the West Plains Civic Center. Also with high school games going into districts. Ace on that serve by Jeffco. We'll check in on other area scores here in just a little bit. I know the West Plains Zizzer boys having senior night tonight against Waynesville. We're also live video streaming that game as well up on OzarkRadioNews.com. From the ace, they put it into the net, giving the Grizzlies a free point. And we'll take it. We're okay with that. Back to serve now for the Grizzlies, number 2, Ashton Wildermuth. Ball is up. Jeffco sits at the net. Here comes the attack over the blockers. Now being moved back. Grizzlies send the ball back to Jeffco. Jeffco to the far side. The attack. Grizzlies get underneath it. Can get a lift called or waits. Right, points going to Jeffco. 4-all. So 4-all here in set number 2. Grizzlies won the first set 29-27. Here's the serve. That serve's going to go into the net. So we are tied 5-all now. Amani Nicholson from Mobile, Alabama, serving the ball. Here's the setup by the Vikings. Now back over. Going to try to bring it over. Reach up, pushing it forward, and we get a lift. Double hit called on the Grizzlies. Makes it 5-6. Ball served. Grizzlies move it forward. Now back. Here comes the setup and the attack by Jeffco. They're off the hands of number 6 and go out. Point. At the end of the first quarter, in the West Plains Scissor Boys versus Waynesville Tiger game, it's Scissors leading at 9-4. 5-7 right now. Grizzlies have a 1-set advantage here, going into set number 2 right now, trailing by 2. And again, another ball into the net on the serve by Jeffco. Probably the third one we've seen in the last 5 minutes. The update on the scoreboard is 6-7. Ball being moved now. Jeffco going to attack on the far side. Grizzlies dig it out. There's the set and the attack on the near. Point for the Grizzlies. Other scores from around the area, the Willow Springs Bears leading Houston Tigers 37-20 right now. That game on the radio at KUK, Classic Country 100.3. Ball's going to go out of bounds from Jeffco. Point will go to the Grizzlies. The update on the scoreboard right now looks like the Grizzlies are leading by 1, 8-7. Jeffco set up. Here's the attack to the backcourt. Grizzlies get to it. And quick dump in. Jeffco gets it back. Swung back down. Bibinabe was just waiting for it. And a timeout being called by Jeffco. So we'll take one as well and be back in just a minute here on OzarkRadioNews.com.
At Holiday Inn Express and Suites in West Plains, your comfort and satisfaction is their top priority every day. That's why they're the top-rated Holiday Inn Express and Suite location for customer satisfaction, not just in America, but the world for the third year in a row. They meet and exceed your expectations with everything you need, with a pool and exercise facility, spacious, comfortable lobby, and rooms offering comfort and relaxation. And after a restful night, you can start your day with a breakfast that's second to none. Make your reservation by calling 256-3000. Stay with the best. Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 1301 Preacher Row Boulevard, West Plains.
I chose Missouri State University West Plains because I was able to get a quality education by having more one-on-one time with my professors.
Missouri State University West Plains offers opportunities for everyone, wherever you are in life.
I experienced so many amazing opportunities for travel, involvement, leadership, and growth. I couldn't have made a better decision for my first 2 years of college.
The education you need for the life you want is waiting for you at Missouri State University West Plains. New beginnings and endless possibilities.
Welcome back to volleyball action on OzarkRadioNews.com as we come back courtside after that timeout. The audience got a little fired up, and well, we're back and ready to play some ball right now. Grizzlies leading by 2, it looks like, 9-7 here in set number 2, 9-8 in set number 2. Jefferson has the serve, serving from the near left side. Grizzlies set it up. Here comes the attack. I tip it up past the blockers. Dug out, though, by Jeffco. Now to the far side. They're going to attack. Blockers go up, but no one touches it. Out the back. Grizzlies get the point. Fan section definitely getting a little rowdy here, which is fantastic to hear. We've seen some limited crowds here for volleyball over the 4 games they played at home 2 weeks ago. Jefferson with the attack. Here's the setup, blocked by Jeffco. Points for Jeffco. Okay, Grizzlies leading by 1 right now. 10-9 is the score. Jeffco with the serve. Grizzlies getting underneath it. Here's the approach and a block by Jeffco. We're tied 10-all here in set number 2. Need to fix the scoreboard. Or 10-all. Here's the serve. Grizzlies get underneath it. There's the attack off the fingers of the blockers. The backcourt pushed forward now. Jeffco can attack on the far side. Grizzlies up the block, and it'll be a point for Jeffco. So Jeffco should be up by 1 now, 10-11 here in set number 2. Once again, serving for Jefferson is Vanessa Moraia, the 5'10 sophomore from Brazil. Here's the setup by the Grizzlies. They're going to attack on the near side, and it's blocked. 10-12. The score. Jefferson continues service. And that was it. Ace on the serve. Ten to 13 now looks like the score. Here comes the serve by Jeffco. Ball is up. Grizzlies get underneath it. Moving it forward now. Behind the 10-foot line, and they send it over to Jeffco's side. The Vikings set it up for the attack. Grizzlies set the block. Touch is called. Point for the Grizzlies. 11 to 13 the score. 11 to 13 the score. So Grizzlies will have the serve. Ball is up. Serving was number 12, Lorero. Jefferson with the attack. So off of Lorero and out of bounds. Time 7:19. Grizzlies trailing by 3. They were trailing by as many as, I believe, 5 during set number 1 all the way through the mid, actually all the way near the end of set number 1, and they pulled away when they needed to. Jeffco with the serve. Grizzlies get underneath it. Here comes the attack, and that's out. Up to serve for Jefferson is Bostal. She'll continue service. 11 to 15 is the score on the board. Here's the setup and the attack by number 6 from the Grizzlies. Nicholson brought right back over. It's going to go out of bounds. Out, and they get a touch. Waiting on a call here. Seemed like it went out, waiting on the call. And we're going to bring the line judges in on this one to confer. And they're going to reverse it. Okay. We're going to change it to out of bounds. Jeffco seems okay with it. 11. We got to wait for a score update now. It's all over the place. 12 to 15. 12-15 the score. Grizzlies have service. Jeffco going to move it forward and attack. Grizzlies get underneath it. Here's the setup by Campana. Big old swing from number 6. It's blocked. Grizzlies get back under it. Going to try it again on the far side. Ball's getting low. Can they dig it out? They do. Jefferson gets the ball out. Grizzlies going to attack again on the near side. Big swing. And a kill. (13 to 15) the score. (13-15) the score. Here once again is the serve from Binneby, and it's going to go out of bounds on that serve. So I think we've got the scoreboard getting pretty close to being updated and kind of where it needs to be at. 13-16 is what I have on my notepad here. Back to serve for Jeffco is number 9, and that is Taylor Duncan, the 5'5" freshman from Imperial, Missouri. Grizzlies keeping it in play. There's the attack. It's blocked, dug out, and set up. Here comes the attack. Try to drop it in, though. Jeffco digs it out themselves, brings it back over. Ball is high and sent back over in a little ricochet fashion there. Not intentional, but it works. Jeffco moving it back over again. Here we go, back to the Grizzlies side. Grizzlies get to it. Set up at center. The attack. Ball's going to go off the arms of number 7, and the fans get on their feet. 14-16. Grizzlies with a serve. Ball is up. Jeffco to the center. They'll push to the back. Grizzlies going to get the ball a little elevation, and now back over Jeffco's side. Grizzlies trailing by 2 here in set number 2. Make that 3 in set number 2, but still within striking distance. Waiting on the serve from Jeffco. Ball up. Ball moving around. Here comes the attack. Block attempt there by the Grizzlies that makes it through. So it'll be point for Jefferson. So 14-18 now the score. Grizzlies with the attack, and they're going to call it out of bounds. Grizzlies trailing right now, and a timeout going to be called. So we'll take one as well. We'll be back with more volleyball action right here on OzarkRadioNews.com.
If you have a fever, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle aches, headache, loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or diarrhea, or have been exposed to someone who has tested positive for COVID-19, call the Ozarks Healthcare COVID-19 hotline at 417-505-7120 from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and a provider will determine if you need testing. Choose Ozarks Healthcare, where they are focused on your health.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
HirschEquipment.com. This is a game changer for anyone looking for equipment. That's because all of Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply's equipment inventory is now listed on one site. You can find tractors, lawn equipment, trailers, livestock equipment, pre-owned inventory, and more. Get what you need today with the help of HirschEquipment.com.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply since 1974. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
And welcome back to the West Plains Civic Center for Grizzly volleyball action here on OzarkRadioNews.com. And we continue on here in set number 2, where Jefferson College currently leads by 5. Here's the serve. Grizzlies moving around. Grizzlies came back to win set number 1. Jefferson has been leading pretty much this entire set number 2. We'll see if the Grizzlies can do it again here in set number 2. There's the attack, and that was called out of bounds. So Grizzlies trail by 6. It's 14-20 here to the mid to end of set number 2. We'll see if the Grizzlies can fight back and take 2 sets in a row. Again, thank you for joining us here on OzarkRadioNews.com and our YouTube channel for tonight's matchup. As we had a few other matches going on tonight, we had to go over to our secondary channel. But still very glad to be here with you. Ball sends back to Jeffco's side. Jeffco at the net. Here comes the attack. Grizzlies with a attempted block and sent right back over, and they'll get the point. 15-20 is the score. Grizzlies trail by 5. So Grizzlies need 10. Jeffco needs 5. Let's see if the Grizzlies can go on a little bit of a run here. course, want to remind you, Cardinals baseball returns on KUKU 100.3 and 1450 AM, 105.1 FM this coming Sunday, with spring training getting underway. Gives us the point there, moving up 16-20. Again, serving for the Grizzlies is number 6, and that is Nicholson. Ball's got a spin on it. We'll see the attack blocked. We get an out of bounds call. It's going to be out off the Grizzlies. Although waiting on an update. So 15-21 is what the scoreboard has now. Grizzlies on the far side, going to set it up to the near side and tip it over. Point for the Grizzlies, 16-21. So for the Grizzlies, we have number 13, Weber, going back to serve. (17-21) is now the score on the board. And that serve's going to go out of bounds, making it 17-22. Jeffco is 3 points away from taking set number 2. We are playing best of 5. It's 4 sets of 25. 5th set goes to 15. These are 2 Region 16 opponents. They will face each other again in just a few weeks. There's an attack by the Grizzlies, and points for the Grizzlies. So should be 18-22 on the scoreboard. Campana has the serve. Jeffco sets it up. Here comes the attack, blocked by the Grizzlies. Point for the Grizzlies. If you're going to choose a time to start up, right now would be the perfect time, and that's what the Grizzlies have started doing right now. Jeffco still has a 3-point lead here in set number 2. Grizzlies going to chip away at it. Here comes the attack by Jeffco. Ball is off the head of number 4 and goes out of bounds, making it 19-23. Jeffco needs 2. Here's the serve. Ball is up. Here's the setup and the attack by the Grizzlies. Dug out by Jeffco. Here's the setup on the near side. Ball's going to get an off hit, and it's going to ricochet off about 2 Grizzlies, 3 Grizzlies, and go out of bounds. Should be 19-24, I believe. I'm waiting for the update on the scoreboard, and they have updated the scoreboard. A timeout is being called, so we'll pause for just a moment and come back with the conclusion of set number 2 here on OzarkRadioNews.com.
At Holiday Inn Express and Suites in West Plains, your comfort and satisfaction is their top priority every day. That's why they're the top-rated Holiday Inn Express and Suite location for customer satisfaction, not just in America, but the world, for the 3rd year in a row. They meet and exceed your expectations with everything you need, with a pool and exercise facility, spacious, comfortable lobby, and rooms offering comfort and relaxation. And after a restful night, you can start your day with a breakfast that's second to none. Make your reservation by calling 256-3000. Stay with the best. Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 1301 Preacher Road Boulevard, West Plains.
I chose Missouri State University West Plains because I was able to get a quality education by having more one-on-one time with my professors.
Missouri State University West Plains offers opportunities for everyone, wherever you are in life.
I experienced so many amazing opportunities for travel, involvement, leadership, and growth. I couldn't have made a better decision for my first 2 years of college.
The education you need for the life you want is waiting for you at Missouri State University West Plains. New beginnings and endless possibilities.
If you have a fever, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle aches, headache, loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or diarrhea, or have been exposed to someone who has tested positive for COVID-19, call the Ozarks Healthcare COVID-19 hotline at 417-505-7120 from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and a provider will determine if you need testing. Choose Ozarks Healthcare, where they are focused on your health.
And we're back here at the West Plains Civic Center, and as we return to the matchup, Jefferson scored the last point there. So Jefferson will take set number 2, 19-25. So we are tied 1 set apiece as we get ready for set number 3. Grizzlies winning the first set 29-27, and Jeffco winning the second set 19-25. So we're getting ready for set number 3. It is best of 5. So both teams tied up here as we head into set number 3 here on OzarkRadioNews.com.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
HirschEquipment.com. This is a game changer for anyone looking for equipment. That's because all of Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply's equipment inventory is now listed on one site. You can find tractors, lawn equipment, trailers, livestock equipment, pre-owned inventory, and more. Get what you need today with the help of HirschEquipment.com.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply since 1974. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
At Holiday Inn Express and Suites in West Plains, your comfort and satisfaction is their top priority every day. That's why they're the top-rated Holiday Inn Express and Suite location for customer satisfaction, not just in America, but the world, for the 3rd year in a row. They meet and exceed your expectations with everything you need, with a pool and exercise facility, spacious, comfortable lobby, and rooms offering comfort and relaxation. And after a restful night, you can start your day with a breakfast that's second to none. Make your reservation by calling 256-3000. Stay with the best. Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 1301 Preacher Road Boulevard, West Plains.
I chose Missouri State University West Plains because I was able to get a quality education by having more one-on-one time with my professors.
Missouri State University West Plains offers opportunities for everyone, wherever you are in life.
I experienced so many amazing opportunities for travel, involvement, leadership, and growth. I couldn't have made a better decision for my first 2 years of college.
The education you need for the life you want is waiting for you at Missouri State University West Plains. New beginnings and endless possibilities.
If you have a fever, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle aches, headache, loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or diarrhea, or have been exposed to someone who has tested positive for COVID-19, call the Ozarks Healthcare COVID-19 hotline at 417-505-7120 from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and a provider will determine if you need testing. Choose Ozarks Healthcare, where they are focused on your health.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
HirschEquipment.com. This is a game changer for anyone looking for equipment. That's because all of Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply's equipment inventory is now listed on one site. You can find tractors, lawn equipment, trailers, livestock equipment, pre-owned inventory, and more. Get what you need today with the help of HirschEquipment.com.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply since 1974. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
And once again, we're back here on OzarkRadioNews.com with our coverage of Grizzly volleyball action from the Joe Paul Evans Arena at the West Plains Civic Center, where the Grizzlies and the Vikings are tied 1 set apiece heading into set number 3. Vikings on the left side of your screen, Grizzlies on the right side of your screen. And we open up set number 3 with Jeffco having the lead by 1. Again, coming up, we'll take a look at the upcoming schedule of events we've got for the Grizzlies and where you can listen to those at, and where you can watch those at, as well as for the Grizzly volleyball team, Grizzly basketball team, plus the latest updates on the West Plains Scissors, Ladies Scissors, and more. We'll run through all those scores for you. As we go back to the screen and go back to courtside, we look to be tied at 1 apiece here in set number 3. Back to serve for the Grizzlies is number 12. That is Maju Lorero. Ball is up. It clears the net. Now being moved over by the Jeffco. Blocked by the Grizzlies. Ball's going to go off on the Grizzlies. Number 8, Campana, go to the floor. So we are now trailing by 1. So it's 2-1 or 1-2 with Jeffco having the lead. Serve goes into the net. We saw quite a bit of that from Jeffco earlier in the match. In a short period of time, they had 3 or 4 serves all go into the net. So Grizzlies will have the serve, and serving it is number 4, Benabi from Cameroon. Jeffco going back with the attack. And that ball had a little spin on it as it came to Benabi, and point will go to Jeffco. So Jeffco right now leading by 1 here in set number 3. Serving for Jeffco is going to be number 7, Bostel. She's going to serve it into the net. So that's a free point from the Grizzlies, which we will take. Serving now is Ashton Wildermuth. Ball is up, clears. Here's the setup and the attack. Dug out, surprisingly, by the Grizzlies. Sent back over to Jeffco's side. They're attacking the far side. Blockers get up there. Just a second delay, but get the ball back over to Jeffco's side. Again, dug out. That's going to go out of bounds. Off the Grizzlies from that dig. It's a little one-point matchup as we make our way in through set number 3. We are playing best of 5. So the winner of this matchup definitely has an advantage heading into set number 4. Grizzlies sets it up at the net. Here comes the attack and skill from the Grizzlies. Back for the Grizzlies. The serve is number 6, Nicholson. Ball is up. She approaches the net again. Here comes the attack. And point going to go over to Jeffco for an illegal hit. Keeping it very close here in set number 3. Ball is up, being moved around. Grizzlies gonna get the kill on that one as the ball goes out of bounds off of number 9 from Jeffco. So we are tied, I believe, 5-all right now. It'll be Weber going back to serve from Nixa, Missouri. Ball being moved. Here comes the attack by Jeffco. Let's go off the Grizzlies and out of bounds. So Jeffco has a 1-point advantage here in set number 3. We are guaranteed a set number 4. The question is who will be leading going into that set number 4. Grizzlies with a serve. Ball is up. Being moved now. Okay, Grizzlies with the serve. Grizzlies are up by 1, 7-6 here, set number 3. Here comes the attack. That's going to go out of bounds. We get a touch. No touch called. Point for the Grizzlies, making it 8-6. So 8-6 the score. Grizzlies up by 2. Here's the setup and the attack. Big swing, with a touch. Out of bounds called. Point for the Grizzlies, 9-6. So 9-6 the score. Grizzlies up by 3, leading here in set number 3. Jeffco keeping it in play. Back over the Grizzlies side now. Grizzlies get underneath it. Here comes the attack. Ball spins in the backcourt, being moved forward within the 10-foot line. Tips the fingers, pushed back forward by the Grizzlies on the near side. And the attack, ball's going to go out. Diving for it, and a great effort there was number 12 from Jeffco. That was Kyla Beal, but point will go to the Grizzlies. And a timeout's going to be called. 4-point lead now by the Grizzlies, 10-6 here in set number 3. We'll be back in just a moment.
At Holiday Inn Express and Suites in West Plains, your comfort and satisfaction is their top priority every day. That's why they're the top-rated Holiday Inn Express and Suite location for customer satisfaction, not just in America, but the world for the 3rd year in a row. They meet and exceed your expectations with everything you need, with a pool and exercise facility, spacious, comfortable lobby, and rooms offering comfort and relaxation. And after a restful night, you can start your day with a breakfast that's second to none. Make your reservation by calling 256-3000. Stay with the best. Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 1301 Preacher Road Boulevard, West Plains.
I chose Missouri State University West Plains because I was able to get a quality education by having more one-on-one time with my professors.
Missouri State University West Plains offers opportunities for everyone, wherever you are in life.
I experienced so many amazing opportunities for travel, involvement, leadership, and growth. I couldn't have made a better decision for my first 2 years of college.
The education you need for the life you want is waiting for you at Missouri State University West Plains. New beginnings and endless possibilities.
And we're back here at the West Plains Civic Center for more volleyball action. We're in set number 3 in this best of 5. It is the Grizzlies versus the Vikings. Missouri State University West Plains versus Jefferson College. And the Grizzlies currently maintaining a lead on Jefferson. They have split the first 2 sets, with the Grizzlies winning the first set 29-27, and then Jeffco winning the second set 19-25. So now here we are as we're entering the midpoint, I would call it, of set number 3. The Grizzlies are leading by 4, 11-7. Back to serve for the Grizzlies is number 12, Loureiro from Brazil. Here's the approach and the attack. Ball is up. That was on the line. Oh, they're going to say it was out. My view said it was on the line, but I'm not as close as the line judges there in the top left corner of your screen. It is what it is. So 11-7 the score. So Jeffco now will have the serve. And serving for Jeffco just off screen is number 1. Ball is up. There's the setup and the attack by the Grizzlies. Tipping it back over. Here's the setup. We'll get the approach by number 4. It's going to go flying out. Ball didn't even quite have much of an angle on it. It was just a powerful hit and just flew straight back. So the Grizzlies' 4-point lead has been cut down to 2. Grizzlies still up 11-9 here in set number 3. Here's the serve. Ball is up. In. An ace on that serve by Jefferson. Making it 11-10. So 11-10 the score. Jefferson will continue service. Again, that is Mariah with the serve from the sophomore from Brazil. Another point there for Jeffco, tying us up at 11-all. So Grizzlies' 4-point lead has been cut down to zilch. 11-11 the score. Set number 3. Grizzlies won the first set. Jeffco won the second set. And Jeffco fighting back here and tied it up here in set number 3. Here's the serve, and that serve's going to go out of bounds. So after quite a run, the run for number 1, it ends. So Grizzlies will have the serve. Back to serve for the Grizzlies is number 4, Bibini. And they have updated the scoreboard, making it 12-11. Here comes the attack by Jefferson. Right at center, now set up, attacking on the near side, tips the fingers, the blockers. It'll be a point for the Grizzlies. So 13-11 should be the score. As they go track down the ball. 13-11 the score. Grizzlies leading by 2. Continuing service is Manuela Bibini. Ball being moved around by Jeffco. Here comes the attack. We get an off hit from number 8, Campana. It was almost like a pass. No follow-up really on it. When it was tipped, went down. So point will go to Jeffco. So 13-12 now the score. Jeffco down by 1. Or Grizzlies leading by 1, however you'd like to look at it. Here comes the serve. Ball is up. Here's the setup and the attack to go flying to the back, out of bounds. Point will go to Jeffco, the Vikings. So we're tied 13-all here in set number 3. Here's the setup. Grizzlies get underneath it, and the attack at center. Tips the fingers. Little collision there by Jeffco. Doesn't affect the play of the ball, though. Back over on the Grizzlies side now. Grizzlies set for the attack. Big push. Ball is still in the backcourt. They're going to send it back over to the Grizzlies. Grizzlies get underneath it. Set up, going to try to dip it in there, and it's going to work. Grizzlies will get the point. Looks like we got Wildermuth coming in to serve for the Grizzlies. And going up on the front line as an outside hitter is number 18, Harris. 14-13. Grizzlies with a 1-point advantage here in set number 3. Grizzlies get underneath it. Here's set up, attack on the near side. Jeffco gets underneath it. Here comes their attack, back over. Reaching for it is Watkins. Watkins follows it up, though. Slams the ball down. Jeffco gets to it, sends it back over to the Grizzlies. There's the push-up by Wildermuth. The attack by number 6, and that should be a point. And that'll go to Nicholson. 15-13. Near the middle of set number 3. Time is 7:49. We began just shortly after 6:30. Grizzlies dig it out. Here comes the attack again. Block dug out again by the Grizzlies. They'll try it again. Up over the blockers to the side. Attacking at center. Ball goes flying. It's going to go high. There's the follow by number 18, Harris. Jefferson keeps it in play. Here's the setup. Attack again by the Grizzlies and the kill. (16-13) the score. Grizzlies leading by 3 here in set number 3. They won the first set 29-27, dropped the second set 19-25. And here we are with a 3-point lead midway through set number 3. 16-13 the score. Again, Wildermuth has service. Here comes the attack. Blockers tip it. It's got a little spin on it. It's going to go out of bounds off the Grizzlies. But good hustle there. So 16-14 should be the score. Back to serve for Jeffco number 9. That is Taylor Duncan. Set up there by the Grizzlies by Wildermuth. Dug out. And no follow. It looks like we might have a little stinger on the court on number 12. She's moving around a little bit. Seems to be okay. Score is 16-14 right now. Nicholson continues service. (17-14). And that service is going to go out of bounds. So Jeffco will take the free point, making it 17-15. And serving now is number 12, Beal from Leopold, Missouri. I don't know where Leopold, Missouri is. I'm going to search that later on. Grizzlies with the attack on the near side. Blocked, kept alive. Now back over to Jeffco's side. Jeffco going to move it around to the far side. Dug out to go high and out of bounds. So Jeffco will get the point on that one, making it 17-16. Again, coming up for the Grizzlies next week, March 2nd. They'll take on Mineral Area College here at the West Plains Civic Center. On March 9th, they'll take on St. Louis Community College. March 12th, they'll be playing at Jefferson College. And let's see here. Yep, they're playing at Hillsborough, Missouri at Jefferson College. And then on March 16th, they will take on Mineral Area College once again. Of course, these are Region 16 MCCAC matchups. That serve is out of bounds. Making it 18-17, I believe. Back to serve for Jefferson is number 3. That's Kindia Smith from St. Louis, Missouri. Ball clears the net. Here's the setup. Grizzlies going to attack on the near side. Tips the finger, still in play. Goes high. Get a nice spin on it. And back over to the Grizzlies side. Grizzlies pushing it forward. Set up just in front of the 10-foot line. Attack on the near side. Point for the Grizzlies. They get 19-17. So 19-17 is what I've got down. Up to serve is number 8, Julieta Campano, the sophomore setter on this team. 19-17 now on the scoreboard. Here's the setup, and here comes the attack. Grizzlies moving around, back over now. Again, Jefferson on the left side, Grizzlies on the right side, blocked by the Grizzlies. Too many hits there called on Jefferson. So make it 20-17. Grizzlies are 5 points away. And again, it's sophomore Campana serving up. Grizzlies have a 3-point lead over Jeffco right now. They're 5 points away from winning set number 3 and going into the lead as we head into set number 4. Jefferson with the attack. Got the attack at the point there. It's going to be 20-18. Once again, back to service number 4 now for Jefferson. Ball is up, clears the net. Being moved now around by the Grizzlies. Grizzlies going to attack at center, up over the blockers. That little tip in there works for them. 21-18. (21-18) the score. Set up at the net by Jeffco. Grizzlies going to dig it out, setting up on the near side. Here comes the attack, the cross-court shot. Now going to try on their own side. Blocked by the Grizzlies. Points. Blocked there by number 20 and number 4, Bibadibi and Hardinson. And a timeout's going to be called. Grizzlies leading it right now here in set number 3. The score on the board is 22-18. We'll be back in just a minute here on OzarkRadioNews.com. And as we come back courtside here on OzarkRadioNews.com right now, Grizzlies are leading 22-19 here near the end of set number 3. We're going to see who's going to be in control for set number 4. Here comes the attack by Jeffco. Grizzlies are going to block it. We got a touch called and out of bounds called. I'm waiting on the appropriate call there. It looks like Jeffco's going to hold on to the ball, making it 22-20. 22-20 the score. Grizzlies leading by 2. Here's the setup. Going to attack from behind the 10-foot line. It's blocked by number 12 from Jefferson College Beal. They get 22-21. First set in this match was very, very close. I mean, when the score 29-27, you know, it has to be. Set number 2, Jefferson kind of stepped away a little bit, and they get 19-25. And right now, these teams are neck and neck near the end of set number 3. Grizzlies here ready for the attack. It's going to get caught up in the net, tying us up at 22-all. And the Grizzlies are going to take a timeout this time around. So we'll be back in just a minute with more here on OzarkRadioNews.com.
Satisfaction is their top priority every day. That's why they're the top-rated Holiday Inn Express and Suite location for customer satisfaction, not just in America, but the world for the 3rd year in a row. They meet and exceed your expectations with everything you need, with a pool and exercise facility, spacious, comfortable lobby, and rooms offering comfort and relaxation. And after a restful night, you can start your day with a breakfast that's second to none. Make your reservation by calling 256-3000. Stay with the best. Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 1301 Preacher Row Boulevard, West Plains.
I chose Missouri State University West Plains because I was able to get a quality education by having more one-on-one time with my professors.
Missouri State University West Plains offers opportunities for everyone, wherever you are in life.
I experienced so many amazing opportunities for travel, involvement, leadership, and growth. I couldn't have made a better decision for my first 2 years of college.
The education you need for the life you want is waiting for you at Missouri State University West Plains. New beginnings and endless possibilities.
If you have a fever, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle aches, headache, loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or diarrhea, or have been exposed to someone who has tested positive for COVID-19, call the Ozarks Healthcare COVID-19 hotline at 417-505-7120 from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and a provider will determine if you need testing. Choose Ozarks Healthcare, where they are focused on your health.
And we're back here at the West Plains Civic Center, where Jeffco has taken a 1-point advantage here at the end of set number 3. Right now, 22-23. Grizzlies trailing by 1. Here comes the attack by the Grizzlies, trying to get back on. That's going to be a point, so we're tied back all 23-all here in set number 3. They've split the first 2 sets 1 apiece. So the winner of this set definitely will have the advantage going into the next set. Here's the setup by Jeffco. Going to attack on the near side. Ball's going to go off the hand. Clip the hand of number 4. Point will go to Jeffco. And with that, Grizzlies will have the serve, making it 24-all. Here's the serve by the Grizzlies. Ball is up, being moved now around by Jeffco. Jeffco's going to drill it down, making it 24-25. Here comes the serve from Jeffco. Jeffco leading by 1 right now, 25-24. Jeffco, big swing and the point. The Grizzlies tie it back up. This has shades of set number 1 all over it. In set number 1, These two teams played to a final score of 29-27 with the Grizzlies on top. Grizzlies trying to get that advantage, trying to get that point. Here comes Jeffco with attack on the far side. Grizzlies pushing it forward. Here's the setup and a slam down. And an out of bounds call. So 25-26 will be the score. (25-26). Jeffco with the serve. Ball is up. Here comes the setup by the Grizzlies. Grizzlies with the attack on the near side. Blocked by Jeffco. So Jeffco will take set number 3, 25-27. And we'll get ready for set number 4. The question has now been made. Will the Grizzlies be able to fight back and push to 5? Or will Jeffco come in and take it in 4 sets? We'll find out here in just a couple of minutes right here on OzarkRadioNews.com.
At Holiday Inn Express and Suites in West Plains, your comfort and satisfaction is their top priority every day. That's why they're the top-rated Holiday Inn Express and Suite location for customer satisfaction, not just in America, but the world for the 3rd year in a row. They meet and exceed your expectations with everything you need, with a pool and exercise facility, spacious, comfortable lobby, and rooms offering comfort and relaxation. And after a restful night, you can start your day with a breakfast that's second to none. Make your reservation by calling 256-3000. Stay with the best. Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 1301 Preacher Road Boulevard, West Plains.
I chose Missouri State University West Plains because I was able to get a quality education by having more one-on-one time with my professors.
Missouri State University West Plains offers opportunities for everyone, wherever you are in life.
I experienced so many amazing opportunities for travel, involvement, leadership, and growth. I couldn't have made a better decision for my first 2 years of college.
The education you need for the life you want is waiting for you at Missouri State University West Plains. New beginnings and endless possibilities.
If you have a fever, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle aches, headache, loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or diarrhea, or have been exposed to someone who has tested positive for COVID-19, call the Ozarks Healthcare COVID-19 hotline at 417-505-7120 from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and a provider will determine if you need testing. Choose Ozarks Healthcare, where they are focused on your health.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
HirschEquipment.com. This is a game changer for anyone looking for equipment. That's because all of Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply's equipment inventory is now listed on one site. You can find tractors, lawn equipment, trailers, livestock equipment, pre-owned inventory, and more. Get what you need today with the help of HirschEquipment.com.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply since 1974. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
And we're getting ready for set number 4 here on OzarkRadioNews.com with our exclusive coverage of Grizzly volleyball action. The Missouri State University West Plains Grizzlies taking on Jefferson College. And here we are. Grizzlies now trailing 2-1, or 1-2, as Jefferson has won the last 2 sets straight, winning this last set 3, 25-27, and set number 2, 19-25. Grizzlies won the first set 29-27. So now we're at the point now where the Grizzlies have to win this set to push it to 5 to come out with a Region 16 win. And we're getting ready for the serve. Grizzlies will have the serve once again. Grizzlies are on the right side of the screen. Jefferson on the left side. Grizzlies will have the serve to start this off, and serving is number 8, Julieta Campana. Here's the setup and the attack by Jefferson. Ball tips, it comes back. Grizzlies looked like they had the potential to get it back over, but we got a double tap called. Point will go to Jefferson. Here comes the serve. And Jeffco leading 1-0, 2-1 against the Grizzlies. Here's the attack, big swing. Ball's gonna go high. Jeffco gonna try to bring it back to play. They do, back over to the Grizzlies side now. Grizzlies set up, here comes the attack, big swing. Dug out by Jefferson. Gonna attack on the far side, ball at an angled shot. Grizzlies gonna set it up and send it right back to him. Here's the setup across. These teams are very, very even. But Jefferson will have another point, making it 2-0. Or 0-2 with Jefferson leading. 0-2 the score. Jefferson leading here in set number 4. Ball is up and a reach for it by number 12, Lorero. Point will go to Jefferson, making it 0-3. Again, we're playing best 3 out of 5. Playing 25 for the first 4 sets. We played a 15 on the 5th set. Will we see a 5th set? That is the question. As the Grizzlies control the ball with the attack, a block. And the Grizzlies will get on the board as that block works. It goes out of bounds off Jeffco, making it 1-3 now. Grizzlies will have the serve. Ball is up, it clears through. Jeffco gets underneath it. These matchups have been very, very close. It's gonna go off the Grizzly blockers into the first row. Point will go to Jeffco. Should be 1-4 right now. Grizzlies trailing by 3. Normally our volleyball season is held in the late fall. With, of course, COVID this year, they moved all those sports into the springtime or the wintertime. Two to 4 right now. Grizzlies are trailing by 2. We're in set 4. Back to serve is Bibinby. Serve is good. Here comes Jeffco with the attack. Grizzlies, we're going to dig it out. Here's the setup. Big swing. It's go out of bounds. No touch. Point will go to Jeffco, making it 2-5. Two to 5 the score. We are in set number 4. Time's about 8:09. About an hour and 45 minutes into this matchup. Ball's going to go out of bounds off Jeffco, so you figure at this point, definitely conditioning going to start playing a lot more of an impact on this game, especially if you push it all the way to 5. Okay, Jeffco going to be moving the ball around. An attack on the far side, blocked by the Grizzlies. Dug out. They're going to say illegal hit on number 1 on the Grizzlies, so point will go to Jeffco. 3-6 on the scoreboard. Grizzlies trailing by 3. Grizzlies have to win this set. As this starts bringing in region complications into things. Because of only 3 teams being in the region, when it comes down to the region tournament, the highest seed gets a first round bye, if you will, and the second and third seed face each other. The winner then plays the first seed typically the next day. So it helps to be that first seed. Okay, ball being moved around by Jeffco. Jeffco with the attack, right now leading by 2. Grizzlies get underneath it, going to set it back over to Jeffco's side. Jeffco at the net. Here's the attack. Grizzlies work to dig it out, but can't quite do it. So point will go to Jefferson. 4-7 the score. Grizzlies are trailing by 3. Serving for Jefferson is Smith, freshman, 5'11", from St. Louis, Missouri. Score now is 4-8. Feeling our timeout's going to be approaching here pretty quickly. Again, Jefferson on the left side, Grizzlies on the right. There's the serve. Grizzlies working to get underneath it. Back over to Jefferson now. Ball gets close to the net. They dig it out. Big swing. That was in. Back line. So Jefferson out to a 5-point lead. And, yep, Paul has seen enough. Coach Wiedemann's seen enough. A timeout is being called, so we'll take one as well.
At Holiday Inn Express and Suites in West Plains, your comfort and satisfaction is their top priority every day. That's why they're the top-rated Holiday Inn Express and Suite location for customer satisfaction, not just in America, but the world, for the third year in a row. They meet and exceed your expectations with everything you need, with a pool and exercise facility, spacious, comfortable lobby, and rooms offering comfort and relaxation. And after a restful night, you can start your day with a breakfast that's second to none. Make your reservation by calling 256-3000. Stay with the best. Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 1301 Preacher Road Boulevard, West Plains.
I chose Missouri State University West Plains because I was able to get a quality education by having more one-on-one time with my professors.
Missouri State University West Plains offers opportunities for everyone, wherever you are in life.
I experienced so many amazing opportunities for travel, involvement, leadership, and growth. I couldn't have made a better decision for my first 2 years of college.
The education you need for the life you want is waiting for you at Missouri State University West Plains. New beginnings and endless possibilities.
And we're back here at the West Plains Civic Center. Grizzlies are trailing here in set number 4. Jefferson has a 2-1 advantage. And as we go back courtside on your screen, it's the Jefferson Vikings on the left side, the Grizzlies on the right side. Jefferson now leads by 6, 4-10 here in set number 4. It's best of 5. Grizzlies are in a must-win situation to push this to 5. We'll see what happens as we go back courtside. Grizzlies going to sit up at the net, tip it back over, dug out by number 4 from Jefferson, and set back over to the Grizzlies side. Grizzlies diving for it was number 13, Weber, not quite fast enough. Point will go to Jefferson. Grizzlies, coming into tonight had been on quite a roll. They had not dropped a game since the Grizzly Invitational at the beginning of the month. I believe it was 9 straight wins, 8 straight wins coming into tonight. They had moved themselves up to number 10th in the rankings, the national rankings. And here in set number 4, they trail Jefferson by 8. These teams have been very, very close throughout this entire matchup. Here's the setup. Here comes the attack. Big swing. Ball sent right back over to the Grizzlies. Grizzlies going to dig it out and going to attack on the near side. Swung and a hit. Point for the Grizzlies, making it 5-12. 5-12 the score. Up to serve for the Grizzlies is Lauren Weber. Here comes the setup by Jefferson. Attempted block by the Grizzlies does not go through, making it 5-13. (5-13) is the score. Coming up, our next game will be next week at home versus Mineral Area College. That game is scheduled for March the 2nd. So that game is actually going to be a week from today. Ball moving around now. Here comes the attack by Jefferson and a point. Another timeout being taken, so we'll take another timeout as well. Right now, it is Grizzly volleyball action on OzarkRadioNews.com with the Jefferson College Vikings leading by 9 here in set number 4.
If you have a fever, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle aches, headache, loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or diarrhea, or have been exposed to someone who has tested positive for COVID-19, call the Ozarks Healthcare COVID-19 hotline at 417-505-7120 from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and a provider will determine if you need testing. Choose Ozarks Healthcare, where they are focused on your health.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
HirschEquipment.com. This is a game changer for anyone looking for equipment. That's because all of Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply's equipment inventory is now listed on one site. You can find tractors, lawn equipment, trailers, livestock equipment, pre-owned inventory, and more. Get what you need today with the help of HirschEquipment.com.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply since 1974. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
And we're back here at the West Plains Civic Center, waiting on the call there from the ref. Looks like we got a legal hit there by number 6 from Jefferson. So Grizzlies on the board, continue to be on the board. Right now, 5-14 is on the board. It might be 6-14. I'm waiting to make sure that's the updated score. Here we go. Ball being moved around now by Jefferson. It's going to bust through the blockers of the Grizzlies, making it 5-15. .5:15 the score. Grizzlies trailing by 10 here in set number 4. This is a must-win set for the Grizzlies. Here comes the serve by Jefferson. Ball set up. Here comes the attack by number 20. Ball goes flying and waiting on the call. Looks like possibly a little hit by number 12 there. Okay, so that was number 12 for Jefferson. Serving for the Grizzlies is number 12, Lorero. Here's the serve. Ball is up. Clears the net. Ball being moved around. Here comes the attack by Jefferson. Grizzlies going to dig it out. It's Campana setting it up, and a big swing and a block by Jefferson. Six to 16 is the score right now. 10-point difference. Jefferson has the serve. Back behind the line is number 7, Bostel. Bostel with the serve. Serve is good. Here's the setup and the attack by the Grizzlies. Tips the fingers. Diving for his Bostel. Can't quite get the elevation on the ball. So Grizzlies will have the serve. Should be 7-16 now. Jeffco looking to put the Missouri State University West Plains Grizzlies away. Ace on that serve by the Grizzlies and by number 4, Bibbenby. So Bibbenby will continue service. The score right now 8-16 by the latest update on the board. Serve is good. Jeffco sets it up below the net. Ball's going to get a tip. Kept in play. Now back over. Jefferson tries to get it back up. Can't quite do it. So point will go to the Grizzlies, making it 9-16. And a timeout being called by Jefferson this time around. Take a look at some scores from around the area, as we do have a couple of final scores coming in tonight already. West Plains Zizzers. West Plains Zizzers defeated the Waynesville Tigers tonight 50-46. The Willow Springs Bears defeated the Houston Tigers 70-52. So again, Willow comes out on top of the Tigers, and the Zizzers come out over top of the Tigers. Just a few scores right there for you. Again, we got a full slate of action for you. Of course, coming up tomorrow night, basketball action, 102.5 KDY, as the Grizzlies are going to be in action. Looking to get a little revenge after last night's loss. What a game that was, though. If you get a chance to go back and watch it on our video section, definitely do so. A high-scoring affair, lots of energy. It was good all around. Okay, going back courtside right now here on OzarkRadioNews.com. It's 9-16. Grizzlies are trailing by 7. Jefferson looking to put away the Grizzlies. That looked like it was out. Double hit called. Point will go to the Grizzlies, 10-16. And once again, serving is Bibbenby. 10-16. Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's the serve. They move forward. Here's the setup and the attack. Out of bounds called. No touch called. Another point for the Grizzlies as the Grizzlies look to rally, 11-16. (11-16) is the score. Ball being moved around now once again by Jefferson. Jefferson attack on the far side. Grizzlies going to try to dig it out. Diving for it. Number 8 kept in play. That was Campana diving for it. Now diving for it was Bibbenby. Sent flying back over to the Jefferson side. Jefferson digging it out themselves. Going to attack at center. Ball's into the backcourt. Here's the setup by Campana. The attack by number 20. It's going to catch the top of the net and come back down. That was Hardison. So the ball should go back to Jeffco on that one. Grizzlies trailing by 6 now, 11-17 after that rally. Taking back 5 points from being down. So serving is number 9 for Jefferson. That's Duncan. Serves good. Grizzlies going to get underneath it. Going to attack at the 10-foot line. Ball is good. Point for the Grizzlies. 12-17. Grizzlies down by 5. Grizzlies down by 5. 12-17 the score right now. We're playing at 25 here in set number 4. Grizzlies have to win this set. Ball sent back over. Jefferson getting underneath it. Here comes the attack. Push to the far. Center. Attack again on the left side. Point for the Grizzlies. 13-17. Grizzlies are down by 4. Ball is good. Here we go. It's going to be dropped in on the Grizzlies side. I'm going to say it was inbounds, so point for Jefferson. They'll get the serve now, make it 13-18, back up to a 5-point lead. Jefferson is 7 points away from ending this match. So Grizzlies are trailing by 5. Here comes the serve by number 12. That's Beal from Leopold, Missouri. Grizzlies getting underneath it. Wildermuth. Here comes the attack. Catches the top of the net. Going to try from center. Past the blockers. In. Point for the Grizzlies. 14-18. Grizzlies need to keep pushing. There's the serve. Ball is up. Clears the net. Set up and attack from the left side. Grizzlies moving the ball around. Attack on the near side and we get caught in the net. Yep, out of bounds on the Grizzlies. 14-19 the score. Here's the serve. Ball is up. Here's the setup. Here comes the attack on the near side by the Grizzlies. Breaks to the blockers. It's going to be out of bounds off of the Vikings. Point for the Grizzlies. 15-19. Grizzlies now down by 4. Back to serve number 13, Lauren Weber. Serve is out. Point for Jeff. (15-20). Right now, Grizzlies are trailing by 5. Jeff needs 5. Comes the attack by the Grizzlies. Blocked by Jeff Go. Well, we got a jump ball call. Waiting, are they going to read it? Nope, 15-21 the score. Jeffco 4 points away. Here's the setup by the Grizzlies at the far side. Points. So 16-21 will be the score. Campana will be back to serve. Vikings get underneath it. Here's the setup and the attack on center. Out of bounds. No touch call. Point for the Grizzlies. 17-21. Here's the serve. Ball is up. Now it's the Vikings, the attack on the far side. Waiting on the call. Legal hit by number 20, it looked like, or number 12. Point will go to Jeffco. So 17-22 the score. Ball is up. Here's the setup. Here comes the attack. Ansky kept alive. Wait, no, I got her whistle. They're going to say illegal hit in the net. Yeah. 17-23. Here comes the serve from Jefferson. Shot towards the back. Nope, still in play by the Grizzlies. Attacking on the near far side. Point for the Grizzlies, 18-23. Back to serve now. He is number 12, Lorero. Here's the opportunity for the Grizzlies. Ball is served. Jeffco sets it up on the far side with the attack. Point for Jeffco. (18-24). Here's the serve. Ball is up. It clears. Here's the setup and the attack by the Grizzlies. Jeffco gets underneath it. Going to attack on their own on the near side. Miss hit by number 11. Gets caught at the top of the net. Goes to the floor. Point will go to the Grizzlies. 19-24. There's the serve by the Grizzlies. Ball set up by Jeffco. Jeffco, big swing into the top of the net. Comes down. Point will go to the Grizzlies. 19-24, or 20-24. Ball being moved around by the Vikings. Here comes the attack to the backcourt. Points. And it looks like Jeffco will take this match in 4 sets. 29-27, 19-25, 25-27, and 20-25. That concludes our coverage of Grizzly volleyball action tonight here on OzarkRadioNews.com. Thank you for joining us again. Tune in on March 2nd, a week from today, for more volleyball action on